How to film a football-themed movie. Making a film about soccer can be a daunting task, but with the right approach and planning, it can be a rewarding and successful endeavor. In this article, we will explore some of the key steps involved in making a film about soccer, from pre-production to post-production. Develop a concept. Before you start filming, you need to develop a clear concept for your film. This includes deciding on the theme of the film, the message you want to convey, and the overall tone of the film. You should also consider the audience you are targeting and what they would like to see in a soccer film. Research. Once you have a concept in mind, you need to conduct research on the subject of soccer. This includes learning about the history of the sport, the rules and strategies, and the current state of the game. You should also research other soccer films to get a sense of what has been done before and how you can differentiate your film. Script writing. The next step is to write a script for your film. This includes developing a storyline, creating characters, and writing dialogue. You should also consider incorporating real-life soccer players or coaches into your film to add authenticity. Pre-production. Once you have a script, you need to begin pre-production. This includes scouting locations, hiring crew members, casting actors, and securing permits. You should also create a storyboard and shot list to guide your filming process. Filming. With pre-production complete, it's time to start filming. You should work closely with your cinematographer to ensure that each shot is framed correctly and that the lighting is appropriate. You should also be prepared to shoot multiple takes to get the best possible footage. Post-production. Once filming is complete, you need to begin post-production. This includes editing the footage, adding special effects and sound effects, and creating a soundtrack. You should also consider incorporating interviews with soccer players or coaches to add depth to your film. Marketing. With your film complete, it's time to market it to your target audience. This includes creating a trailer, reaching out to soccer blogs and websites, and hosting screenings at soccer clubs and events. You should also consider submitting your film to film festivals to gain exposure. In conclusion, making a film about soccer requires a lot of planning, research, and hard work. By following these key steps, you can create a film that is engaging, authentic, and resonates with your target audience. Whether you are a soccer fan or a filmmaker, making a soccer film can be a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Making a film centered around soccer can be a challenging but rewarding project for any filmmaker. To create a successful soccer-themed film, there are several important steps to follow, from planning and research to filming and post-production. Define the concept. The first step in making a soccer film is to define the concept. This includes deciding on the theme of the film, the story you want to tell, and the overall tone. You should also consider the target audience for the film and what they would like to see in a soccer movie. Conduct research. To create an authentic soccer-themed film, research is essential. You should learn about the history of the sport, the rules, strategies, and techniques used by players and coaches, and current trends in soccer. Additionally, you should watch other soccer movies to gain inspiration and avoid replicating their ideas. Develop the script. Once the concept and research are complete, it's time to write the script. This includes developing the storyline, creating characters, and writing dialogue. Consider incorporating real-life soccer players or coaches into your film to add authenticity. Pre-production. With a script in hand, it's time to begin pre-production. This includes scouting locations, hiring crew members, casting actors, and securing permits. You should create a storyboard and shot list to guide the filming process. Filming. Filming is where your vision comes to life. You should work closely with your cinematographer to ensure that each shot is framed correctly, the lighting is appropriate, and the sound is clear. Be prepared to shoot multiple takes to capture the best possible footage. Post-production. Once filming is complete, it's time to begin post-production. This includes editing the footage, adding special effects, and creating a soundtrack. You should also consider incorporating interviews with soccer players or coaches for added depth. Marketing. With your film complete, it's time to market it to your target audience. This includes creating a trailer, reaching out to soccer blogs and websites, and hosting screenings at soccer clubs and events. You may also want to submit your film to film festivals to gain exposure. In conclusion, creating a soccer-themed film requires a combination of creativity, knowledge, and hard work. By following these important steps in the filmmaking process, you can create a movie that appeals to soccer fans and non-fans alike. Whether you're a seasoned filmmaker or new to the industry, making a soccer film can be a rewarding experience that showcases your talents and love for the sport. Making a soccer film can be a challenging but exciting process for filmmakers. To create a successful soccer-themed movie, it's important to follow several key steps, including pre-production planning, research, filming, and post-production. Develop the concept. The first step in making a soccer film is to develop the concept. This involves deciding on the overall theme of the movie, the story you want to tell, and the tone you want to convey. You should also consider your target audience and what they would like to see in a soccer movie. Research. Research is a crucial part of making a soccer film. You need to learn about the history of the sport, the rules and techniques used by players and coaches, and current trends in soccer. Cinematography techniques to create films on social and cultural themes. Film is a powerful medium that can be used to explore and document social and cultural issues. By using appropriate filming techniques, filmmakers can create compelling stories that engage audiences and raise awareness about important topics. In this article, we will explore the technical aspects of filmmaking that are essential for creating socially and culturally relevant films. Pre-production. The first step in creating a socially and culturally relevant film is pre-production. During this stage, the filmmaker must plan and prepare for the filming process. This includes developing a script, creating storyboards, scouting locations, and selecting the appropriate equipment. Script. The script is the foundation of any film, and it is particularly important for socially and culturally relevant films. The script should be carefully crafted to explore the key issues and themes that the filmmaker wants to address. It should also be written in a way that is engaging and compelling for the audience. Storyboards. Storyboards are visual representations of each shot in the film. They allow the filmmaker to plan the composition, camera angles, and movement for each shot. Storyboards can also be used to communicate the filmmaker's vision to the cast and crew. Locations. The selection of locations is also an important aspect of pre-production. The filmmaker must select locations that are appropriate for the story and that reflect the social and cultural context of the film. For example, a film about poverty in a rural area may require filming in a remote village, while a film about urban life may require filming in a bustling city. Equipment. The selection of equipment is also important for creating a socially and culturally relevant film. The filmmaker must select equipment that is appropriate for the story and the location. This may include cameras, lenses, lighting equipment, and sound equipment. Production. The production stage is where the actual filming takes place. During this stage, the filmmaker must use appropriate filming techniques to capture the story and bring it to life on screen. Camera techniques. Camera techniques are essential for creating a visually engaging film. The filmmaker must use appropriate camera angles, movement, and framing to capture the story and convey its message. For example, a film about poverty may use low-angle shots to convey a sense of powerlessness, while a film about empowerment may use high-angle shots to convey a sense of strength. Lighting. Lighting is also an important aspect of filmmaking. The filmmaker must use appropriate lighting to create the desired mood and atmosphere for each scene. This may include natural lighting, artificial lighting, or a combination of both. Sound. Sound is another important aspect of filmmaking. The filmmaker must use appropriate sound effects, music, and dialogue to create a rich and immersive audio experience for the audience. This may include recording sound on location, or adding sound effects and music in post-production. Post-production. The post-production stage is where the film is edited and prepared for distribution. During this stage, the filmmaker must use appropriate editing techniques to create a cohesive and engaging film. Editing. Editing is a critical aspect of post-production. The filmmaker must use appropriate editing techniques to create a cohesive and engaging film. This may include cutting and splicing footage, adding special effects, and adjusting the color and lighting. Sound editing. Sound editing is also an important aspect of post-production. The filmmaker must use appropriate sound editing techniques to create a rich and immersive audio experience for the audience. This may include adding sound effects, adjusting the volume levels, and synchronizing the sound with the visuals. Distribution. The final stage of filmmaking is distribution. During this stage, the filmmaker must select appropriate distribution channels and marketing strategies to reach the desired audience. This may include film festivals, online streaming platforms, or traditional theatrical releases. Conclusion. In conclusion, creating socially and culturally relevant films requires a combination of technical and creative skills. By using appropriate filming techniques, filmmakers can create compelling stories that engage audiences and raise awareness about important social and cultural issues. From pre-production to distribution, each stage of the filmmaking process is essential for creating a successful and impactful film. Filmmaking is a powerful tool for exploring and documenting social and cultural issues, and can be used to create compelling stories that engage audiences and raise awareness about important topics. However, to create a successful film that is both socially and culturally relevant, filmmakers must master a wide range of technical skills and techniques. In this article, we will examine some of the key technical aspects of filmmaking that are essential for creating films about social and cultural issues that resonate with audiences. Pre-production. The pre-production stage is where the filmmaker lays the groundwork for the film, and it is during this stage that the filmmaker must develop a plan and prepare for the filming process. This includes developing a script, creating storyboards, scouting locations, and selecting the appropriate equipment. Script. The script is the foundation of any film, and it is particularly important for socially and culturally relevant films. The script should be carefully crafted to explore the key issues and themes that the filmmaker wants to address, and should be written in a way that is engaging and compelling for audiences. Storyboards. Storyboards are visual representations of each shot in the film, and allow filmmakers to plan the composition, camera angles, and movement for each shot. Storyboards can also be used to communicate the filmmaker's vision to the cast and crew, and can help ensure that everyone is on the same page when it comes to the visual style of the film. Locations. The selection of locations is also an important aspect of pre-production. The filmmaker must select locations that are appropriate for the story and that reflect the social and cultural context of the film. For example, a film about poverty in a rural area may require filming in a remote village, while a film about urban life may require filming in a bustling city. Equipment. The selection of equipment is also important for creating a socially and culturally relevant film. The filmmaker must select equipment that is appropriate for the story and the location. This may include cameras, lenses, lighting equipment, and sound equipment. Production. The production stage is where the actual filming takes place, and during this stage, the filmmaker must use appropriate filming techniques to capture the story and bring it to life. How to film a movie about finance. Filming a movie about finance can be a challenging task, but with the right planning, preparation, and execution, it can also be a rewarding and successful endeavor. In this article, we will explore some strategies for filming a movie about finance and creating a compelling and engaging story. The first step in filming a movie about finance is to conduct thorough research on the topic. Finance is a complex and nuanced subject, and it is essential to have a deep understanding of the topic to create an accurate and engaging story. Research can include reading books, articles, and reports on finance, speaking with experts in the field, and visiting financial institutions to gain insights into the industry. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to focus on character development. Finance can be a dry and technical subject, but by creating compelling and relatable characters, the story can become more engaging and emotionally resonant. Characters can include investors, bankers, entrepreneurs, and everyday people who are impacted by financial decisions. To further enhance the story, filmmakers should prioritize conflict and tension. Finance is often a high-stakes field, and by incorporating conflict and tension into the story, the audience can become more invested in the outcome. Conflict can include financial crises, power struggles, and ethical dilemmas. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to prioritize visual storytelling. Finance can be a visually uninteresting subject, but by incorporating visual elements such as graphics, charts, and diagrams, the story can become more engaging and easier to understand. Visual storytelling can also include location shots of financial institutions, cityscapes, and other relevant settings. To further optimize the story, filmmakers should prioritize pacing and structure. Finance can be a complex subject, and it is essential to structure the story in a way that is easy to follow and understand. Pacing can include using flashbacks, montages, and other techniques to maintain the audience's interest and keep the story moving. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to prioritize accuracy and authenticity. Finance is a subject that can be easily misunderstood or misrepresented, and it is essential to ensure that the story is accurate and authentic. This can include consulting with financial experts, using real financial data, and accurately portraying financial institutions and practices. To further enhance the authenticity of the story, filmmakers should prioritize attention to detail. Finance is a field that is heavily regulated and has many technicalities, and it is essential to ensure that the story accurately portrays these details. Attention to detail can include accurately depicting financial terminology, regulations, and practices. Finally, filmmakers should prioritize collaboration with financial experts and professionals. Finance is a field that is constantly evolving, and it is essential to work with experts in the field to stay current and accurate. Collaboration can include consulting with financial advisors, bankers, and other professionals to ensure that the story is accurate and up to date. In conclusion, filming a movie about finance requires a comprehensive approach that prioritizes research, character development, conflict and tension, visual storytelling, pacing, and structure, accuracy and authenticity, attention to detail, and collaboration with financial experts and professionals. By prioritizing these strategies, filmmakers can create a compelling and engaging story that accurately portrays the complexities and nuances of the finance industry. One effective strategy is to incorporate real-life financial scandals or events into the story. By using real examples, the story can feel more relevant and impactful to the audience. For example, the movie The Big Short, 2015, used the 2008 financial crisis as a backdrop, making the story feel more urgent and timely. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to prioritize the soundtrack. Music can add an emotional depth to the story and help to convey the mood and tone of the scenes. The soundtrack can include original music, licensed music, or a combination of both. For example, the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013, used a combination of licensed music and original music to create a lively and energetic atmosphere. To further enhance the story, filmmakers should consider incorporating humor. Finance can be a serious and dry subject, but by incorporating humor, the story can become more engaging and entertaining for the audience. Humor can include witty dialogue, comedic situations, and amusing characters. For example, the movie The Big Short, 2015, used humor to add levity to the otherwise heavy subject matter. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to prioritize the casting. The right cast can bring the characters to life and add depth and nuance to the story. Casting can include well-known actors, up-and-coming actors, or a combination of both. For example, the movie Margin Call, 2011, used a talented cast, including Kevin Spacey and Demi Moore, to bring its characters to life. To further optimize the story, filmmakers should prioritize the use of symbolism and metaphor. Finance can be a complex subject, and by using symbols and metaphors, the story can become more accessible and relatable to the audience. Symbols and metaphors can include imagery, objects, and motifs. For example, the movie Wall Street, 1987, used the metaphor of the greed is good mantra to convey the ruthless and cutthroat nature of the finance industry. Another important aspect of filming a movie about finance is to prioritize the use of lighting and color. Lighting and color can add visual interest and depth to the story and help to convey the mood and tone of the scenes. Lighting and color can include natural lighting, artificial lighting, and color grading. For example, the movie The Social Network, 2010, used a cool blue color palette to convey the tech-heavy and impersonal nature of the story. Finally, filmmakers should prioritize the use of cinematography when filming a movie about finance. Cinematography can add visual interest and depth to the story and help to convey the mood and tone of the scenes. Cinematography can include camera angles, movement, and framing. For example, the movie The Big Short, 2015, used handheld camera movements and unconventional framing to create a frenetic and chaotic atmosphere. In conclusion, filming a movie about finance requires a comprehensive approach that prioritizes research, character development, conflict and tension, visual storytelling, pacing, and structure, accuracy and authenticity, attention to detail, collaboration with financial experts and professionals, real-life examples, soundtrack, humor, casting, symbolism and metaphor, lighting and color, and cinematography. By prioritizing these strategies, filmmakers can create a compelling and engaging story that accurately portrays the complexities and nuances of the finance industry and resonates with the audience. Making a documentary about the life of an artist is a challenging but rewarding endeavor. It requires a lot of planning, research, and attention to detail to create a compelling and informative film that accurately portrays the subject's life and work. In this article, we will discuss the steps involved in making a documentary about the life of an artist. Step 1: Choose your subject. The first step in making a documentary about an artist is to choose your subject. Consider artists who have made significant contributions to their field and have an interesting life story. It's important to choose a subject that you're passionate about and can connect with emotionally. This will help you create a more intimate and authentic portrait of the artist. Step 2: Research your subject. Once you've chosen your subject, it's time to gather as much information as possible about their life and work. Read books, articles, and interviews about the artist. Watch any existing documentaries or films that have been made about them. Talk to people who knew the artist personally, such as friends, family members, and colleagues. This research will help you gain a deeper understanding of the artist and their work, which will be reflected in your film. Step 3. Develop a concept. After doing your research, it's time to develop a concept for your film. Determine the theme or message you want to convey and how you want to tell the artist's story. Will you focus on a particular period of their life or their entire career? Will you include interviews with the artist or rely solely on archival footage and interviews with others? These are important questions to consider when developing your concept. Step 4. Write a script. Once you have a concept for your film, it's time to write a script. This will serve as a blueprint for your film and help guide the editing process. Your script should include a detailed outline of the story, the key themes and messages, and a list of the people you plan to interview. It's important to keep your script flexible, as you may need to make changes as you go along. Step 5. Secure funding. Making a documentary can be expensive, so it's important to secure funding before you start filming. This can come from a variety of sources, such as grants, crowdfunding, or private investors. Be sure to have a detailed budget for your film and a clear plan for how you will use the funds. Step 6. Pre-production. During the pre-production phase, you'll start to assemble your crew and equipment. You'll also need to secure locations for filming and obtain any necessary permits. This is also a good time to conduct pre-interviews with your subjects to get a sense of their personalities and to develop a rapport with them. Step 7. Production. During the production phase, you'll start filming your interviews and capturing footage of the artist's life and work. It's important to be organized and efficient during this phase, as you'll be working with limited time and resources. Be sure to capture plenty of B-roll footage to use in your film. Step 8. Post-production. After filming is complete, it's time to start the post-production process. This includes editing your footage, adding music and sound effects, and creating any necessary graphics or animations. It's important to stay true to your original concept and to be open to feedback from others during this phase. Step 9. Distribute and promote. Once your film is complete, it's time to distribute and promote it. This can include submitting it to film festivals, organizing screenings, or releasing it online. It's important to have a clear marketing plan and to use social media and other channels to promote your film. Step 10. Finalize legal and copyright issues. Before releasing your documentary, it's important to ensure that you have all necessary legal and copyright permissions in place. This includes obtaining releases from all individuals who appear on camera, securing the rights to any music or archival footage used in the film, and registering your documentary with the appropriate copyright organizations. Step 11. Consider feedback from test screenings. Before releasing your documentary to the public, it's a good idea to hold test screenings for a select group of people. This can help you gauge the audience's reaction to your film and make any necessary tweaks or edits before the final release. Step 12. Plan for distribution and promotion. When planning for distribution and promotion, consider your target audience and the best ways to reach them. This may include submitting your documentary to film festivals, organizing screenings in theaters or community centers, or releasing it on streaming platforms. It's also important to create a marketing plan and use social media and other channels to promote your film. Step 13. Evaluate your success. After the release of your documentary, take time to evaluate its success. Consider the feedback you received from audiences and critics, the number of views or tickets sold, and any awards or recognition your film may have received. This can help you learn from the experience and improve your future projects. Step 14. Maintain relationships with your subjects and crew. Throughout the documentary making process, you'll form relationships with your subjects and crew. It's important to maintain these relationships and keep them informed of your progress and success. You never know when you may want to collaborate with them again in the future. Step 15. Keep learning and growing. Making a documentary is a challenging and rewarding experience, but it's important to keep learning and growing as a filmmaker. Attend industry events and workshops, network with other filmmakers, and continue to research and explore new techniques and technologies. This can help you stay up to date with the latest trends and create even more compelling documentaries in the future. Step 16. Engage with your audience. Engaging with your audience is crucial for the success of your documentary. You can do this by organizing Q&A sessions after screenings, responding to comments and messages on social media, and creating discussion groups or forums related to your film. This not only helps you connect with your audience but also provides valuable feedback that can help you improve your future projects. Step 17. Consider international distribution. If your documentary has a global appeal, consider international distribution. This can include submitting your film to international film festivals, partnering with local distributors, or releasing your film on international streaming platforms. It's important to research and understand the cultural and legal differences in the countries where you plan to distribute your film. Step 18. Stay organized and maintain a schedule. Making a documentary can be a long and complex process, so it's important to stay organized and maintain a schedule. Creating suspense and mystery in your film, tips and techniques. Suspense and mystery are two essential elements of filmmaking that can keep the audience engaged and entertained. These elements can make your film more interesting, engaging, and memorable. In this article, we will explore some tips and techniques for creating suspense and mystery in your film. Build tension. The first step in creating suspense and mystery in your film is to build tension. You can do this by creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and unease. One way to achieve this is by using music, lighting, camera angles, and sound effects to create an ominous or eerie atmosphere. Another way is to create a sense of impending danger or conflict, which can keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Use foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Foreshadowing is the use of hints or clues to suggest what may happen later in the film. This technique can help you create anticipation and tension in the audience, as they try to figure out what will happen next. Foreshadowing can be done through dialogue, visuals, or music. Keep the audience guessing. One of the best ways to create suspense and mystery in your film is to keep the audience guessing. This can be done by introducing unexpected plot twists or by keeping the identity of the antagonist a mystery until the end of the film. Keeping the audience guessing can make the film more exciting and engaging, as they try to figure out what will happen next. Use misdirection. Misdirection is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Misdirection is the use of a false or misleading clue to distract the audience from the real plot twist or surprise. This technique can be used to create a sense of confusion or uncertainty in the audience, which can make the final reveal even more satisfying. Use dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Dramatic irony is the use of a situation where the audience knows something that the characters do not. This technique can create tension and anticipation in the audience, as they wait for the characters to catch up with what they already know. Create a sense of urgency. Creating a sense of urgency can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. This can be done by setting a deadline or time limit for the characters to achieve their goals, or by creating a situation where the characters are in danger or facing a threat. Creating a sense of urgency can keep the audience engaged and invested in the outcome of the film. Use ambiguity. Ambiguity is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Ambiguity is the use of a situation or character that is unclear or open to interpretation. This technique can create a sense of uncertainty or confusion in the audience, which can make the final reveal even more satisfying. Use silence. Silence is a powerful tool that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Silence can create a sense of unease or anticipation in the audience, as they wait for something to happen. Silence can also be used to emphasize a key moment or to create a dramatic contrast with a loud or chaotic scene. Use visual storytelling. Visual storytelling is a powerful technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. This technique involves using images and visuals to convey information and create a narrative. By using visual storytelling, you can create a sense of mystery and intrigue, as the audience tries to piece together the story and understand the motivations of the characters. Create complex characters. Creating complex characters can also help you create suspense and mystery in your film. When your characters have depth and complexity, the audience becomes invested in their story and wants to learn more about them. By creating characters with hidden motivations, conflicting desires, and complex relationships, you can create a sense of intrigue and keep the audience engaged. Use symbolism. Symbolism is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. Symbolism involves using objects, colors, or other visual cues to represent abstract ideas or themes. By using symbolism, you can add layers of meaning to your film and create a sense of depth and complexity. Create a sense of unease. Creating a sense of unease is another technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. This can be done by introducing unsettling or disturbing elements into your film, such as creepy music, eerie lighting, or unsettling imagery. By creating a sense of unease, you can keep the audience on edge and create a feeling of anticipation. Use unreliable narrators. Using unreliable narrators is a technique that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. An unreliable narrator is a character who cannot be trusted to tell the truth or accurately represent events. By using unreliable narrators, you can create a sense of doubt and uncertainty in the audience as they try to determine what is really happening in the story. Use nonlinear storytelling. Nonlinear storytelling is a technique that involves telling the story out of order or using flashbacks and flash forwards. This technique can create a sense of mystery and intrigue as the audience tries to piece together the story and understand how the events are connected. Nonlinear storytelling can also be used to reveal information gradually, creating a sense of tension and anticipation. Use the power of sound. Sound is a powerful tool that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. By using sound effects, music, and dialogue, you can create an atmosphere of tension and uncertainty. Sound can also be used to create a sense of distance or closeness, depending on how it is used. By manipulating sound, you can create a sense of unease and keep the audience engaged. Use the element of surprise. The element of surprise is a key element in creating suspense and mystery in your film. Surprise is achieved by introducing unexpected events, twists, or revelations that catch the audience off guard. By using the element of surprise, you can keep the audience engaged and guessing throughout the film. Use character development. Character development is an important technique in creating suspense and mystery in your film. By developing your characters over the course of the film, you can create a sense of connection and investment between the audience and the characters. This can make the audience more invested in the outcome of the story and create a deeper sense of suspense and mystery. Use the power of editing. Editing is a powerful tool that can help you create suspense and mystery in your film. By manipulating the pace and sequence of shots, you can create a sense of tension and anticipation. You can also use editing to reveal information gradually, creating a sense of mystery and intrigue. How to create a brand and advertising film, a comprehensive guide. The world of advertising and branding is constantly evolving, with businesses seeking new and innovative ways to promote their products and services. One of the most effective marketing tools is the brand and advertising film, which can be used to showcase a company's values, products, and services, and attract new customers. In this guide, we will take you through the process of creating a brand and advertising film, from the initial planning stages to the final product. We will cover everything from identifying your target audience to choosing the right production team, and provide you with tips and insights to help you create a film that will capture your audience's attention and leave a lasting impression. Step 1. Identify your target audience. The first step in creating a successful brand and advertising film is to identify your target audience. This means understanding who your ideal customer is and what motivates them to make a purchase. You can do this by conducting market research, analyzing your sales data, or surveying your existing customers. Once you have a clear understanding of your target audience, you can start to tailor your film to their needs and interests. This will help you to create a film that resonates with your audience and inspires them to take action. Step 2. Define your message. The next step is to define your message. This means deciding what you want to communicate to your audience through your film. Do you want to showcase your products and services? Highlight your company's values and mission? Or maybe introduce a new product or service? Whatever your message, it's important to keep it clear and concise. Your audience should be able to understand what you're trying to communicate in a matter of seconds. This means focusing on the most important aspects of your brand and avoiding unnecessary details. Step 3. Choose your production team. Once you have a clear understanding of your target audience and message, it's time to choose your production team. This includes everyone from the director and cinematographer to the actors and editors. It's important to choose a team that has experience creating brand and advertising films and understands your vision for the project. When choosing your production team, consider their previous work, their creative abilities, and their availability. You should also ensure that they are able to work within your budget and timeline. Step 4. Develop your script. The next step is to develop your script. This means writing out a detailed plan for your film, including the dialogue, scene descriptions, and camera angles. Your script should be tailored to your target audience and message, and should be engaging and memorable. When writing your script, it's important to keep your audience in mind and consider how they will react to each scene and line of dialogue. You should also work closely with your production team to ensure that the script can be brought to life on screen. Step 5. Plan your shoot. Once your script is finalized, it's time to plan your shoot. This includes everything from scouting locations to hiring actors and crew members. You should also consider the weather, lighting, and other environmental factors that could impact your shoot. When planning your shoot, it's important to keep your budget and timeline in mind. You should also ensure that everyone on your team is aware of their roles and responsibilities, and that they have the necessary equipment and resources to complete the shoot successfully. Step 6. Shoot your film. The next step is to shoot your film. This involves setting up the camera and lighting equipment, directing the actors, and capturing the footage that will be used in the final product. It's important to stay focused and organized during the shoot, and to make any necessary adjustments to the script or production plan as needed. During the shoot, it's also important to keep your audience in mind and consider how they will react to each scene and shot. You should work closely with your production team to ensure that the footage captures your message and resonates with your target audience. Step 7. Edit your film. The final step is to edit your film. This means selecting the best footage, adding sound effects and music, and creating a final product that is polished and professional. You should work closely with your editor to ensure that the final product meets your expectations and effectively communicates your message. When editing your film, it's important to keep your target audience in mind and consider how they will react to each scene and sound effect. You should also ensure that the film is consistent with your brand and effectively promotes your products and services. Step 8. Promote your film. Once your brand and advertising film is complete, it's time to promote it. This means sharing it on your website and social media channels, running targeted ads, and reaching out to influencers and media outlets. When promoting your film, it's important to consider your target audience and where they are most likely to see it. You should also track your results and adjust your strategy as needed to ensure that your film is reaching the right people and generating the desired results. Step 9. Measure your results. The final step in creating a successful brand and advertising film is to measure your results. This means tracking metrics such as views, engagement, and conversions, and using this data to optimize your future marketing efforts. When measuring your results, it's important to keep your goals in mind and consider how your film has impacted your sales and brand awareness. You should also take note of any feedback or comments from your audience and use this to improve your future films. Tips for creating a successful brand and advertising film. Keep your audience in mind throughout the entire process, from planning to promotion. Focus on your message and keep it clear and concise. Choose a production team with experience creating brand and advertising films. Develop a detailed script that is engaging and tailored to your target audience. Plan your shoot carefully, considering factors such as location, weather, and lighting. Stay organized and focused during the shoot to ensure that you capture the best footage. Work closely with your editor to create a final product that effectively communicates your message. Promote your film through targeted channels and track your results to optimize your future marketing efforts. Introduction. In recent years, the film industry has seen a surge in demand for entertainment content, particularly in the realm of online streaming services. With the rise of platforms such as Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video, there has been an increased demand for high-quality content in various genres, including drama, comedy, horror, and action. To meet this demand, filmmakers have turned to cutting-edge technology and techniques to create visually stunning productions. In this article, we will explore the various technical aspects of filmmaking, with a focus on creating entertaining content. Camera technology. The first step in creating any film is to capture the action on camera. Over the years, camera technology has evolved significantly, with high-end digital cameras now being the standard for professional filmmaking. These cameras offer a range of features that allow filmmakers to capture high-quality footage in a variety of lighting conditions. Some of the key features of modern cameras include high resolution, high frame rates, and low light sensitivity. Resolution refers to the number of pixels that make up the image. Higher resolutions allow for more detail in the image, which is essential for capturing the nuances of the actors' performances. Frame rate refers to the number of frames captured per second. Higher frame rates allow for smoother motion, which is important for action scenes. Finally, low light sensitivity refers to the camera's ability to capture clear images in low light conditions. This is essential for filming scenes that take place at night or in dimly lit environments. Camera movement. Once the footage has been captured, it is important to consider how the camera will move during the scene. Camera movement can help to create a sense of motion and energy, and can be used to draw the audience's attention to specific elements of the scene. There are a variety of techniques that can be used to create camera movement, including pans, tilts, dollies, and Steadicam shots. Pans involve moving the camera horizontally, while tilts involve moving the camera vertically. Dollies involve moving the camera on a track, while Steadicam shots involve using a special device to stabilize the camera while the operator moves around. Each of these techniques can be used to create a different effect, depending on the needs of the scene. Lighting. Lighting is another crucial element of filmmaking. Proper lighting can help to create a specific mood or atmosphere, while also highlighting the actors and other elements of the scene. There are a variety of lighting techniques that can be used to achieve different effects, including three-point lighting, high-key lighting, and low-key lighting. Three-point lighting involves using 3 lights to illuminate the scene: a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. The key light is the main source of light, while the fill light is used to fill in the shadows. The backlight is used to create depth and separation between the subject and the background. High-key lighting involves using bright, even lighting to create a light and airy atmosphere, while low-key lighting involves using dark, moody lighting to create a sense of tension and drama. Sound. Sound is another important element of filmmaking. Proper sound design can help to create a sense of immersion and realism, while also adding to the emotional impact of the scene. There are a variety of techniques that can be used to create sound in a film, including Foley, ADR, and sound mixing. Foley involves creating sound effects that are synchronized with the action on screen, such as footsteps, doors opening and closing, and gunshots. ADR, or automated dialogue replacement, involves re-recording dialogue in a studio to improve the quality or to correct mistakes made during filming. Finally, sound mixing involves combining all of the sound elements to create a cohesive and immersive soundscape. Post-production. Once all of the footage has been captured and the sound has been recorded, it is time to begin the post-production process. This involves editing the footage, adding visual effects, and refining the sound design. There are a variety of software programs and tools that can be used to accomplish these tasks, including Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Audition. Editing is the process of selecting the best footage and arranging it in a way that tells a cohesive story. Visual effects can be used to enhance the footage, adding elements such as explosions, fire, and other special effects. Finally, sound design can be refined during the post-production process, adding music, sound effects, and other elements to create a polished final product. Marketing and distribution. Once the film has been completed, the next step is to market and distribute it to audiences. In today's digital age, there are a variety of platforms and channels through which films can be distributed, including theaters, streaming services, and DVD/Blu-ray releases. Marketing is an essential part of the distribution process, as it helps to build awareness and generate interest in the film. This can involve a range of tactics, including social media campaigns, press releases, and trailers. Trailers are particularly important, as they provide a glimpse into the film's story and style, and can help to generate buzz and anticipation among potential viewers. Distribution can be a complex process, involving negotiations with distributors and deals with streaming platforms. The distribution strategy will depend on the target audience and the budget of the film. For example, if the film is targeted at a niche market, it may be more appropriate to release it on a smaller platform or through a limited theatrical release. On the other hand, if the film has broad appeal, it may be suitable for a wider release in theaters or on a major streaming platform. Collaboration and teamwork. Creating a successful film requires collaboration and teamwork. Filmmaking is a highly collaborative process, involving a range of professionals, including directors, writers, producers, cinematographers, editors, and sound designers. Each member of the team brings their own unique skills and expertise to the project, and it is essential that everyone works together cohesively to achieve the desired result. Effective communication is key to successful collaboration, as it ensures that everyone is on the same page and working towards the same goals. This can involve regular meetings, feedback sessions, and clear communication channels. It is also important to establish a clear hierarchy and division of responsibilities to ensure that everyone knows their role and can work efficiently. Film festivals and awards. Film festivals and awards provide a valuable platform for filmmakers to showcase their work and receive recognition for their achievements. There are a variety of film festivals held around the world, ranging from small local festivals to major international events such as Cannes and Sundance. Winning an award at a prestigious festival can provide valuable exposure and help to boost the film's reputation and commercial success. Submitting a film to a festival involves meeting certain criteria, such as the genre, length, and release date of the film. It is also important to research the festival and understand its selection criteria, as this can vary widely between festivals. Once the film has been accepted, it is important to promote the screening and ensure that key industry figures and potential distributors are in attendance.